According to two internal sources at the Pentagon who spoke to the Washington Post this week, both Donald Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth have decided that there's still too many gosh darn leaks in the Pentagon, so they've sent out a memo informing employees, all the way up from generals to administrative staff at the Pentagon, telling them that not only are you all going to have to now sign ironclad non-disclosure agreements, but about 5,000 of you we're going to submit to polygraph tests. So thousands and thousands of Pentagon employees have been put on notice that we're going to polygraph you because we got to find out who's lying and who's not about who's leaking and who's not. Now, it should be noted, of course, that they've already been polygraphing employees and so far have come up with nothing. And polygraph tests are so unreliable, so fickle, and of course so easily manipulated by the people being given the tests that they're not even admissible in court. These are not like true lie detectors, we can get you anytime. No. It's flawed technology that honestly is probably a little outdated at this point anyway. But this administration is like, no, this will totally work. I mean, it hasn't worked so far this year, but this time we're totally going to stop the leaks. And the irony, which has been the irony every time they've announced something like this, is that it gets leaked. It gets leaked, folks. They're like, we're going to plug up the leaks. And then the leakers go to the media like, hey, they're going to plug up the leaks just so you guys... They can't catch these people. And that is the funniest thing in the world to me, right? Like, they're the ones out there telling us, we're getting rid of all the horrible criminals, the violent people, and the murderers. We're catching everybody. You can't even catch people using telephones in the office to call the Washington Post. Not that you should, but you know what I mean? Like, if you can't find your own people that are emailing media outlets like, hey, check this out. Let me forward you this official email. No, I have no trust in this administration to catch a cold at this point. They could catch measles, obviously, but, they're so bad at this. And, of course, this is definitely authoritarian in nature. Obviously, Pete Hegseth's Department of Defense, which I will forever be referring to it as that. After all, the name's going to change back in 2029. But he's been part of the leaks. Like, he's part of the people leaking. You don't need a polygraph test to find the person. Go over and knock on Whiskey Pete's door and say, hey, man, you've been drinking and emailing a little bit? Because we've got some info that's going out that shouldn't be going out. These are the most incompetent buffoons I have ever seen in my life. I mean, it's like mixing the Three Stooges with Hitler at this point, because yeah, they've got all these authoritarian ideas. They want to rule with an iron fist. We want to get rid of certain people based on ethnicities. But at the same time, it's the Three Stooges because they're just so incompetent at everything they do. So dumb, constantly bickering and fighting with one another that they can't do the horrible things they want to do to the degree they want to do them. And that's the only thing at this point that's holding our country together is the fact that, yeah, the Three Stooges are running the show and they can't get their act together for 5 minutes to be the true authoritarian dictators that they want to be. So as much as I talk about the incompetence and mock it, please understand that's the greatest part of this administration. And that may be the only thing that holds the country together for the next 3.5 years. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're inching closer and closer to 1 million subscribers, and we're aiming to hit that goal before the year closes. So if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so, and don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thanks for joining us as we head towards this huge milestone.